Hi, in this lesson, we're going to look at how we can add additional items to a list once it's created. Let's go. Let's revisit our students waiting to head into school. Remy is at the back of the line, and as he's waiting, he spots his friend Marcus and calls him over to join the line. The old list of students in line had 5 items. Let's learn how we can add new items to our list to create the new list of 6 students. If we have a list of items created, we can use the append method to add a new item to the end of a list. Let's take a moment to remember what a method is. A method is basically like a function that we call on an item or a variable. To do this, we use something called dot notation. We've practiced using methods with strings in the past, but there are a bunch of methods we can use with lists as well. When we use the append method, we call the method on a list we have created, and inside parentheses, we add the value of the new item we want to add. Let's use the append method to update our list of students. To update our list, we want to add the value Marcus to the end. We can use names.append with Marcus given as the argument in parentheses. This will add the value to the end of the list. Now we have our list of 6 students waiting to get into school. But now Ben and Sally see the line forming and join the end. We know that we could use the append method to add Ben and then use it again to add Sally, just how we added Marcus previously. But is there a way we can add both of these students at the same time? Yes, the extend method allows us to add items from one list to another. We use this method just like the append method, except instead of giving just one value in the parentheses, we give a list as an argument. We can also use the plus operator to add 2 lists together. Let's see how we can use the extend method to add Ben and Sally to the end of the list. We can simply write both Ben and Sally's names inside a list inside the parentheses, or we can save their names inside a new list variable and just give that variable name inside the parentheses. We can also use the plus operator to perform the same action. Either of these will work to add Ben and Sally to the end of our line. Mia and Leo are talking at the front of the line, and they spot their science partner, Isaiah, and invite him over to join them while they wait. Both of the methods we've learned about so far only add items to the end of a list. So how can we add Isaiah somewhere in the middle? To do this, we can use the insert method. This method takes 2 parameters. The first parameter is the index value of where the new item should be placed, and the second parameter is the new item to add. We want to add Isaiah as the 3rd item in our list, but remember, the 3rd item has an index value of 2 because our index values start at 0. We can write names.insert and give 2 as the index value and Isaiah as the value to add to the list. There is another index value we can use here as well, which will perform the same function. Can you think of it? Don't forget that we can also use negative index values. Counting backwards from the right, we can use the index value of -7 to add Isaiah to this spot as well. Either of these commands will update our list to include Isaiah. One thing to take a closer look at is how this method affects the index values in the rest of the list. Before we added Isaiah, these were the index values of each item in our list. After he was added, we can see that every item after him increases by 1 to make space in the list for him. This is important to keep in mind as you use the insert method. In this lesson, we learned how to use many different methods to add new items to a list. Now it's your turn to give them a try.